Out of your feed, the homie.
Center, number 1-5. He's got jumped.
All I ever wanted was a black.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's a look at some stats for Nikola Jokic.
He hasn't been as sharp as we're used to seeing in the last 10 games. You can tell in his passing, his assists are down. Even the simple passes look hard for him. Maybe he can get his groove back tonight.
And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Miles Turner, Bol out there with Paul George. Then there's Johnson, and it's Beal in at the two-guard spot. And for Denver, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Kobe White out there with Ja Morant. And it's Watson in at the three spot. Clark, heading into the postseason, some teams have bet it all on star power, while others have bet on chemistry.
Hey, I think continuity and chemistry are really the most important components to winning the championship because every team in the league has talent. Some have more talent or more superstar talent, but you've got to have a chemistry, a continuity, a connectedness that helps you work through the tough spots in the season and certainly in the playoffs.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Yeah, confident-looking shot by Gordon. You know he's feeling it when he's taking and making these.
And finished off by Bol.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Out to Gordon. The three ball. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Jokic with it. Turner covering. White for three. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
From deep, Johnson drains the triple. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
The three, Gordon. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
And here's Turner from the arc. And Los Angeles, another three.
Turner coming right back with the answer. Knocking down a 3 of his own. Get it done, big fella.
Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, VA. I mean, those are 2 very distinct skill sets. And to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Johnson's got 9 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
How about Kobe White with the answer 3?
And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Beal. And 12 points for Jay.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Watson. Back to Morant. And again, Denver with a 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ja Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. the Nuggets. Strawler comes in for Gordon. Simpson comes in for Ja Morant. And then for Los Angeles, Bobby Portis is checked in for Bull. And it's Oubre in for Beal. Portis a screen from deep. Johnson. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He got right into the flow of this game, hitting 5 of his first 7 shots.
Pass to Strawler. The 3 on target from range.
Oh, it's just waiting threes for them early.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Portis a screen. Here's Johnson. Oh, power it home.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Now here's Jokic. Still without a bucket. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Turner using every inch of his length to protect the rim. Denied.
Clippers trail by 6. Johnson passes to George. Johnson a screen on Johnson. And again, it's the Clippers.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Strawler. He's covered by Oubre. Pass to Pete. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And the Nuggets making a change here. Morant's checked in. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Morant. Pass to Johnson. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Simpson. 18 feet out. Paul George pulls down the board.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that. And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Aaron Gordon, he's been the guy making things happen for the Nuggets. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Denver.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
They've got Ja Morant. So it's Los Angeles now. Bull, a screen on Morant. Johnson with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively. And White has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do, much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Opportunistic basketball. It's a great look at the 3 in transition.
And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Johnson, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Morant against Johnson. Pass to Strawler. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Shoots over Johnson. Morant, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Right side Johnson. George, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Shots good by Morant.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
And again, Denver with a three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Strother. Simpson comes in for Ja Morant. And then for Los Angeles, Portis, he's checked in for Paul George. Oubre comes in for Beal. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rollins.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
To the middle. Portis with the steal. Now Los Angeles moving it up. A clear look for Westbrook. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservative. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Denver. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up? How much importance did you two put on the regular season standings during your playing days?
Man, I took them very seriously, Ernie. I wanted to be on top. Meanwhile, Shaq was out there sleepwalking through the regular season.
And apparently there's been a carryover into his television career.
Somebody say television?
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Nuggets.
They're hitting their threes, but no guarantee that that continues. If I'm them, I'm coming out the second half with even more attack.
See, this is why you should be coaching, Jet. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Clippers trail by 5. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Johnson is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Bol Bol. And it's George in at the 3. Pass to Jokic. And here's Morant outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
There's a screen by Turner. Johnson passes to Turner. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Ja Morant picks one up. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Here's Watson following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Morant, the pass to Gordon. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Myles Turner.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row, looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
To the paint. Throw it down, Nikola.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Johnson with it. Checked by Gordon. And finished off by Bol.
With Bol's wingspan, you will not find a higher percentage play.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Gordon outside. Good. And the setup by Morant. Gordon's got 16 points.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Johnson for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Morant missing. Los Angeles has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Rollins, he's checked in for Bol. And looking at defensive stats, here are the league's leaders in steals since the All-Star break. Here's Morant, 19 points in the game. Gordon on the wing. Denver moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Back to Johnson. Fires for 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And this is why Morant is so much fun to watch. His ability to go up and throw it down.
Johnson for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And they double up Jokic. And here's Morant outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Rollins. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 5. Out to Gordon. Launches a 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Denver will go for a different look here. Holmes, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Cam Johnson comes in for Gordon. Strawther's checked in for Watson. Simpson comes in for White. And then for Los Angeles, Bobby Portis comes in for Turner. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Beal. So it's Denver now, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Johnson. They swipe him. Here's Simpson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Picked by Holmes. From deep, Morant. No good there. Now shooting 10 for 15 on the game. Pass to Rollins. Back to Johnson. Here's Rollins. George passes to Johnson. Here's Rollins. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to White. George over to help. Outside Morant. Yes! A Morant three!
Wow. What can you say?
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. There's a screen by Bull. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And finished off by Bull.
Really good screen that time. Then Bowl with the quick roll.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The kick out to White. Pass to Strother. And again, Denver with a 3.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Oh, man, you want... Talk about taking flight. That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Rollins. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie.
An important bucket from Kobe White. He can raise his level.
Beal outside. Johnson on the wing, pounded by Morant. Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Turner, a screen on Jokic. Johnson can't hit it. Denver's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth.
Such a tough cover. I mean, Jokic with his size and physicality, you know, his body isn't chiseled, but he certainly uses it well. He forces the defense right there into a mistake.
And so he ends up making 2 of 3, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
Johnson fires, connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
Well, Los Angeles shooting at around 66%. They're on fire from deep. And again for 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display. And great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game?
Yes.
Turner, a screen on Morant. Here's Beal, beyond the arc. Knocks down the trifecta.
They want the ball in his hand when the situation calls for it.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Making all of those. Putting this game in the refrigerator.
Bol with a rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
It's good from beyond the arc.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. You know, we're starting to use our hands. You know, a team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, you know, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.